The issue of poor academic performance of students in Nigeria has been of much concern to all and sundry. Galaxy TV's correspondent takes a closer look at the contributory factor to the reoccurring trend and how to end it. The report.
Examination out of 1,842,464 students who sat for the examination, only 0.5% scored above 300, while 76% of the students scored below 200. This development appears like a recurrent performance as the failure rate at the UTME and other major exams in the past 7 years has been over 70%. Lamenting the recurring low performance among students, stakeholders in the education system traced it back to the drop in quality of education, likewise poor funding to the educational sector in the country.
Public education in Nigeria is falling. Well, many people will say around the world, but our own case is much more terrible because the primary school, which is the basic education that everyone needs, or the basic foundation, is very, very faulty. If you go to our primary schools today, you find out that the people teaching them are themselves need to be taught.
You see students sit for an examination as JAMB, and a large percentage of those students, score below 200. You know that there's a problem. First of all, when you go to our educational centers, the level and quality of education that students receive is on the low, is dwindling.
We have seen a trend in which budgetary allocation to education has continued to go down over the past years. Over the past decade or so, it has hovered around 7%, whereas about between 15 and 20% is recommended by UNESCO for a developing country like Nigeria. So with that trend of reduced budgetary allocation to education, which also shows reduced commitment to education, has also been this same trend of reduced pass rates of secondary school leaving examinations.
Also, the recent approval of 140 as a cut-off mark for admission into the nation's universities and 100 for polytechnics and colleges of education got Nigerians worried at the falling standard in the education system in Nigeria.
Rather than blaming young people for being distracted, we must focus on the real issue that we are not investing enough in using the digital technology that we have today for educational purpose, for a progressive course like education.
Why has JAMB continued to review cutoff mark, over the years? And in reviewing the cutoff mark over the years, JAMB has not been increasing it. Instead, it has been lowering the bar over the years. So whether JAMB says it did not or it did, over the years we have seen it, just review the cutoff mark. And it is not to review it in a way that was higher, it's to consistently lower it. The truth is that no matter how you lower the bar, there are fundamental problems.
140, I think, is rather low, but I won't blame JAMB because they must have put it on a chart and see, okay, how many students got, if we insist that it must be 250. As I said earlier on, our primary education is what we should face.
In providing solutions, the federal, state and local government have been charged to put in more effort in improving the educational system and creating an enabling learning environment for better performances. Nenwarangil Mazaka, Galaxy TV News, Lagos.